My dad would go up on the hill behind the house and cut a cedar twig. More than a twig, a limb, I guess, but that was our Christmas tree. And we had no ornaments except those we made, which were paper, and we had a little tissue. I don't believe foil even existed 77 years ago. My memories of Christmas are all pretty darn good. My mother was the youngest of 15, and she had a sister who, they were the poorest people that I've ever in my life known. And there were 7 or 8 children. So my mother would every Christmas take them, the only Christmas they had, other than the Christ child's coming. They didn't have enough to eat. They didn't keep their shack out in the country warm. But they were happy kids. And Mother always took them boxes of crayons and coloring books, and always one good book to read. Now, we didn't have any money then either. I realize in looking back on it that my dad, though he was always employed, he worked at the brewery at that time, and he didn't, as many other people, that didn't make much money. My first Christmas I remember what I got was when I was 4, and I wanted a baby doll in a cradle, and I got them both, and I heard my mother tell my grandmother that she had $2 to spend on each of us, so I know what the doll and cradle cost. That was a really cold winter, and I don't know if any of you have ever lived through, we might this winter, lived through anything like that, but we all had to sleep downstairs on a converted day bed because it was too cold upstairs. The house didn't heat the upstairs well enough. And I don't know how Santa ever pulled it off, because I didn't think I slept all night, but I must have. My best memories of Lancaster, besides our traditional Christmases, my best memory has to be of Patch's drugstore. Some of you, very darn few, would remember that, but it was still going when my husband came to town in 1950, and he said at that time they had the best shaving cream you could get anywhere to this day. I love Patch's because they had everything. They were across the street in part of the Walker Complex, what is now the Walker Complex, and they had all kinds of gifts for $1 and under. And those gifts would include bath salts, powders, cologne, all these things that women would love to have, and even young girls. And they would be under $1. I never had much money to spend. I remember having 25 cents to spend on my teacher. And I got her a bottle of hand lotion, and she singled me out. And I've never, ever forgotten that, because she took me to the side and said that was her favorite. She loved it. She would keep it in her desk at school. So we didn't have to spend much money to bring a lot of happiness to people. After my father died, very young, 57, it took me 12 years to fully enjoy Christmas again. I don't know what it was. He just loved the holiday so, and he sang like Vic Damone. Now, nobody remembers Vic Damone, but he sang like him, and he would sing Christmas songs day in and day out. And when we were riding in our car, we always had a car. He loved cars, a Ford at that time. He would sing, we would kneel in the back seat and look out the back window and sing. Always Christmas songs. I have so many wonderful memories. And of this place and all the Santa visits. When I worked for the newspaper, I came and visited Santa every year. And that was great. But I could tell you so many stories after 77 years, and you'd probably be very bored. But for now, I hope you all remember that we didn't have much, but we still had love. And Christmas, it was so exciting. The baby Jesus always excited me and still does. I hope you all share that feeling. Thanks.